Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome to Vixen After Dark. Thank you so much for staying tuned in, tapped in, and turned on. I'm your host, Letitia Yofo. If you guys have not already joined the fam, please go ahead and make sure you smash that
thousands of
subscribe
years,
button.
Homo Indians took care of this land.
And click the bell right next to it. That way you guys are notified every time I go live. You guys know me. I live on YouTube, so I'm always watching somebody else's YouTube channel. So that's what I was doing. Welcome. We are doing another video. So we are live. So don't forget, after the live video, I will have timestamps. They will be in the description box down below, okay, or in the comment section. So FYI, just keep that in mind. But if you're live with me, go ahead and comment down below. Let me know what's up, what's going on. Welcome to everybody that's here. What's up? You guys are like, I'm like up, okay? I think because of that guayaki I had and all the vitamins I took today. So I wanted to really talk about this video. We're talking about Mars being in Cancer, okay? We're going to go through how this energy is going to affect you. I do have my notes here. That way we stay organized. We're going to talk about a little bit of Mars, a little bit of Cancer, mixing all of that together, what type of mix this is going to bring as far as the positive vibes, what to really watch out for, especially during Libra season. If you guys haven't watched that video, I did drop a Libra season video and I went in on the rising signs and the houses. Also, I even talked a little bit about Lilith in Libra and Venus in Scorpio, but I'm gonna do that video extra detailed. So then I'll go into rising signs here. So how is this going to specifically affect you? So if you know your rising sign, you know what house your Cancer house is and where this is playing out for you. Okay. Also, I'll probably dive into, let's see, kind of what to watch out for, the moves to make. Okay. Since Mars is a planet of action. And then we'll do a collective spread. We'll do a little energy update because I gotta pull some cards. Okay, so let's go ahead and dive in. Okay, let's kind of talk about it. Just that you're aware, having Mars in Cancer. Remember, Cancer is more so a cardinal feminine water energy, and Mars is like a masculine planet. Okay, so Mars is pretty much straight up action, our drive, how do we get things done? It's like our inner hype really pushing us to go after what we want. Let me pull up the comments here real quick. Hold on. That way I can see you guys. Okay, cool. I got my little iPad here. Okay, so pretty much that's what it is. Think of Mars energy. It's kind of like having Mama Bear watch over the cubs, okay? I do have my charts here. Mars right now is currently 12 degrees, okay? So it's going to be chilling for a while. We're in the dead smack, low-key middle of it all. Almost to the middle of it. So I would say, it's pushing you to go after what you want with this energy. Mars doesn't sit around, okay? And it's all about really making moves, okay? It's really all about making moves, whether, it's in a fight or whether you are trying to chase your goals during this time. It's aggressive, it's bold, sometimes very impatient. So think of this as your go-to energy for getting things started and winning. That's your Mars energy. Now, having that in the sign of Cancer, let's go and talk about a little bit of Cancer energy. So Cancer energy, I would say Cancer is like your best friend who's super protective, very caring, loyal as fuck, very low-key emotional. It's all about feelings, home, taking care of home, family, and their people and the things that they love. That's like Cancer energy. They are ride or die people, okay? Just FYI. But they can be moody. They can also be sensitive if they feel hurt. Imagine soft on the outside, but will have their little Krabby Patty hands, claws ready to defend when needed. Okay, it's all heart when it comes from Cancer energy. It's all intuition and staying close to really what feels right. Okay, so now let's get into the Mars in Cancer energy for the collective. So this is definitely going to bring a mix of that protective, nurturing energy with a soft, fierce vibe. Masculine planet being in a feminine energy. Okay. So, like I said, it's like mama bear watching over their cubs. Emotions are going to be at the heart of everything, I would say, with this energy here being dead smack in the middle. And don't let that fool you. Don't let that fool you, because when pushed, Mars in Cancer, honey, okay, defends very, very hard. So don't get it twisted, all right? Anyways, so I just had to block somebody. But I would say with this, you guys, you know, let's think of the positive aspects of this. You're going to have tons of emotional motivation. So if there's something that you're passionate about, you're really going to go in. Mars in Cancer definitely moves based on feelings, okay? Based on how you feel, you're going to be moving. That's the energy that you probably already been in. Oh, I don't feel like doing this. Well, I feel like doing that. So when you're in tune with what matters to you, then you're going to take action that's a little bit more meaningful, and that's when it becomes heart driven. Okay, so you're not doing stuff just to flex when Mars is in Cancer. That's not the vibe. It's all about really protecting and growing what's personal to you during this time. Okay, like I said, Cancers have a very loyal energy, so having Mars here makes you really ride or die for your people during this time. Okay, so you're gonna have a deep focus on family, your loved ones, your kids, like anyone that's very dear to you, that you love, your home life. Okay, if you're putting energy into something because you care, you know, because you care and you have this love and you have this passion. So that's where probably a lot of you guys have been stemming from. It's like you're not going to give up on something that is worth it to you. Okay, so that's probably the energy that you've been feeling. Also, Mars can be creative as well within the Cancer energy. There's going to be some type of creative flow. So this placement is definitely going to bring positive vibes as well. Since Cancer is a water sign, I would say whether it's, you know, art or music, even cooking, okay, you know, you're going to be more inspired to really channel the creative aspect of it's like your inner feelings of what feels good to you. And so when you're putting action into it, you're going to see how you can make that beautiful. So many people, like, you know, we're coming into autumn, fall, it's cozy, like how I'm dressed right now. You're just gonna, I feel good in this, right? So when I do something, I'm gonna feel good. I'm gonna put my all into it because I'm comfortable. You know, even when you're cooking a meal, I'm like, yeah, let me make something for you guys. You know what I mean? And you go all in on that, okay? But, you know, I always got to give you the black and white, okay? So here's some things to watch out for as far as when Mars is in Cancer. I would say there's definitely going to be some mood swings. Mars in Cancer, like I said, can be moody, okay? AKA the Krabby Patty energy. So if your emotions are hurt or someone hurts you, you might mistreat yourself or someone else, okay? You might just hop out of your little shell and snap, okay? When you don't even mean to. That's the energy. So watch out, you guys, for a little bit of passive aggressive tendencies that could be playing out as well here, or even bottling stuff up until it explodes. Some of you guys may have already had some episodes, okay? So that's pretty much that. Also too, you might move a little bit more in the curious sense. Cancer energy sometimes likes to, what's the word, marinate before they take action. So with Mars in Cancer, like I said, Cancer is all about self-protection during this time. So sometimes Mars can make you a little bit too cautious. You may feel a little bit hesitant to move further with something, but you're still going to take the action, if that makes sense. So it's kind of like wanting to stay in your safe place, or playing it safe, or being in your comfort zone, but knowing you have to step out. That's the energy. And think about it. We're in air season, Libra season. I watched that video, so go watch that video. I did that video, so go watch it. So when Mars is in Cancer during Libra season, balance the feels that you have with logic. Okay, so you're going to be able to utilize the two together. And this is why I'm coming to you with this video, because Libra season is all about balance. It's all about partnerships. It's all about fairness. So with having Mars in Cancer, you know, you're going to be feeling things a little bit deeply, a little bit more deep, I should say. But Libra's going to ask you to balance that out, looking at the charts here with all the aspects that are playing out, with that logic, and play fair ball, pretty much. Don't let your emotions rule every decision that you make when you're taking action with Mars. Sometimes you have to take a step back before you consider the big picture. Should I really be doing this? Is it really worth my breath? Is it really worth my time? What's the big picture if I make this sacrifice right now, if I really dive into this, or if I really take that risk right now? So that's kind of the energy. So team up with people when you're taking action, whether this is work buddies, friends, co-workers, family members, whatever it is that you got going on in life right now, but keep boundaries. That's going to be definitely key. Libra season, like I said, it's all about relationships, collaborations, okay, whatever ship you sail in. So it's really a good time to build with Mars in Cancer right now, okay? Mars in Cancer wants to protect whatever it's working on. So for example, if you're working on a passion project, you're going to protect that. If you're working on building a stronger connection with your family friend or lover or kids or whoever, or business partnerships, this is the time to really do that, because you want to protect whatever you're putting your blood, sweat, and tears, time, and energy into right now during this time. Okay, so Mars in Cancer will help you protect your emotional space. So make sure you're not giving too much, but also make sure you're not allowing other people to drain your energy during this time as well, because the Krabby Patty will go back into shore and be bye-bye. Okay, so a little bit of soft power is what I would call this Mars and Cancer energy. Instead of going hard with having an argument or a confrontation, or, you know, having one up on somebody during this time, use Mars in Cancer as like a subtle strength. It's kind of like, you know, the underdog energy. People don't know what you're capable of because you're not showing all your cards, but you can really push out and pull out if you need to, okay, and pull up, okay? So I would say you can make moves, but make them in a calm, strategic way, okay? Especially, I would say, especially in your personal relationships, since we're in Libra season, okay? Remember, Libra has charm, and then you add on this Mars and Cancer energy, okay? And then you add on Cancer's care for people, places, and things. This can really help you smooth over any type of conflicts, while you're trying to stand your ground and have boundaries and etc. Okay, so bottom line, during Libra season, you guys, use the Mars in Cancer to really drive your emotional purpose, but be mindful of balancing those deep feelings, by playing fair and being very thoughtful with the actions that you take, because it can really lead you in a tizzy later on. Because remember, we're in retrograde and eclipse season, okay? Currently right now we have 5 planets that are retrograde. We're about to have number 6, because Jupiter is going to go retrograde in the sign of Gemini, so that's right around the corner. So remember, retrogrades are due inward, and whatever you tap into in retrograde is going to come outward later. So it's like kind of like saying, If you say something, you can't take those words back. So think of that energy like that. Let's now tap into the rising signs. Let's kind of mix it up, you guys, because I want you to know how this will affect you and how to actually use the energy during this time. Okay. Um, Let's see. So if you know your rising sign, we're going to do Aries all the way to Pisces. Okay. So let's pull it up. We have here. So Aries, this is going to be, let me put on my, you know how I roll. So Aries rising, this is going to be in your 4th house of home, of family. Okay, so what to do? This is really a time to put energy into your home base. Okay, that's what I would do if I was you. Put energy into your home base. What is your foundation? You might feel fired up, about fixing things at home, organizing, redecorating, handling family stuff, taking your kids to the games, really participating, things of that nature. So if things feel off right now with family or roommates, loved ones, people that you live with, it's time to take the lead and get shit done, period. Like, it's time to get it right. I would say if it's in your 4th house to really watch out for family drama, avoid snapping when things get a little bit crazy or get tense at home with the other aspects that are playing out as well. It's easy to really act out of emotions right now, okay? But remember, you don't have to carry all the weight, period, poop, okay? Now, let's also dive into Taurus rising. So if you're Taurus rising, this is going to play out in your 3rd house. Okay, this is a Mercury house. This is all about communication, siblings, thoughts. So it's time to get your thoughts. It's time to get your feelings out there, whether it's talking to siblings, neighbors, or just getting a side hustle moving right now. Okay, Mars is in Cancer is definitely going to give you the drive to really connect with your immediate world at this time. Okay, so really put your action into those conversations, and especially the conversation that you've been avoiding. Okay, so really what to watch out for, Taurus rising, for you, I would say pretty much don't let your emotions mess up your world. Okay, because that could really play a key role. Like, you can really say some things you don't mean. Okay, you can come off as passive aggressive or moody if you're not careful, and just really think before you speak, since it's in a communication house. Don't just retreat if the conversation gets a little heavy. Okay, don't just ghost somebody. It's not the time to ghost anybody. Just FY is all. Okay, Gemini rising, this is going to be happening in your 2nd house. We all know 2nd house is the people, places, and things that you value. People call it a money house. Okay, so pretty much this is a time to hustle and get that cash, stay in your bag, pretty much, for the most part. Okay, Mars in your 2nd house is definitely going to motivate you to get serious about your finances, whether it's through work, whether it's through budgeting, okay, to save for something. So I would say this is a time for you to get clear on what you value and make money moves that really reflect where it is that you're trying to go, period. Okay, now what to watch out for, Gemini rising, is in the 2nd house, you got to avoid the impulsive spending. You got to avoid, what do they call that, retail therapy. Okay, so especially if it's based on feelings rather than needs, you're gonna you're gonna catch yourself like, oh, can I pay rent this month? So be aware of that. Mars can make you act on emotions when it's in Cancer, and you might splurge a little, okay, when you're feeling down. So stick to the plan. All right, next here we have Cancer rising. So Cancer rising, this is happening in your 1st house. Okay, so you're going to be in the spotlight with Mars in your sign right now during this time. So this is your time to really take action on your personal goals. What are some personal goals that you have for yourself? This is the time to really you know, whatever you've been wanting to do that you've been holding off and it's been collecting dust, and just be like, oh, I'll get to it. Oh, I'll do it one day. Oh, I'll do it another day. Whether it's a new look, whether it's your fitness goals, new eating habits, personal projects, you know, now's the time to get going on it. Like, do it now. You probably been hearing people saying, oh, I haven't done this in a long time, but I'm going to do it now. They probably have Mars and Cancer. If it's something like a personal thing. So really watch out for, you might come off as a little bit more aggressive than usual. Okay. And not everyone will get your passion and where it derives from. So watch out for mood swings, taking things too personally as well. And you don't need to defend every little thing that comes your way. Pick and choose your battles, period. Poop. Okay. Leo rising. Leo rising. So this is going to happen in your 12th house. So I know this is a Pisces house. So I would say this is more so you get a chance to really rest and heal when it's in a house of 12. Mars and Cancer is really pushing you to work behind the scenes, like your inner self, okay? And it's a good time to reflect, rest, heal any emotional baggage, childhood traumas, spiritual growth, meditation, you know, letting go of what no longer serves you anymore, really clearing that closet out is what I would say. So what you really want to watch out for, don't let any old wounds or trauma or fears take over. Okay, you might feel a little bit more emotional than most because it's in your 12th house. So it's going to be affecting like past things could come up for you, and also having a spiritual awakening and things of that nature. Don't ignore what's going on inside. Don't ignore it. Avoid holding any grudges with anybody, you know, or staying stuck in the past, okay? Because you're going to have analysis paralysis, and that ain't good for nobody, okay? Virgo rising. So Virgo rising, oh, this is happening in your 11th house of friends and goals and your social groups and things of that nature. So this is a great time to put energy into social circles, long-term goals, networking, getting out there. Mars is here to really drive you to connect with friends. You know, you might take a kickboxing class, or I don't know, you might take up some sport or some type of hobby where there's a group of people where you're collabing with other people. So you're probably already gravitating towards maybe a group, a new thing that's going to align with your bigger dreams. I would say just collabing is key right now. Like if you can, like if you got a team of people that's really down for you, that's on the same frequency as you, y'all like to do the same things, y'all trying to build something, learn from each other, you know, gain some new skills, do it. Okay. Just be careful and watch out for any type of conflicts that you may have. You know, there's always one bad apple out of the group. Take a step back before you react on things, and don't let little misunderstandings blow up into something bigger than it needs to be, period. Okay. Libra rising. So Libra rising, this will be in your 10th house of career and public life, your reputation. So what to do here? Mars is definitely going to push you to jump outside the box and get things done and go hard for your career. What are you doing right now? Where are you going? What do you want to do? Some of you guys might change jobs. You might not like the job that you're at, or you might want to move up at the job that you're at. You might want to start your own business. You might really want to get serious about and commit to it and start and do your business even. You might go just hard for yourself, okay? Whether that's taking a little bit more responsibility, maybe you're chasing a promotion, you're launching something new like a product. It's like the energy of, let me show the world what I got. Whatever skill sets you have, bring them to the forefront, honey, okay? But really watch out for any like work drama, clashing with any type of authoritative figures. You know, emotions could be running high, so it's easy to really react very quick with this Mars energy. So keep it cool when things get a little spicy, okay? It could be a little bit tense, so you got to pick and choose your battles as well. Okay. Scorpio rising. Okay. So Scorpio rising, this happened in your ninth house. Ooh, this is a deep house of self-transformation, intimate relationships, your beliefs as well. So this is really a good time to expand your horizons. Oh, I'm tripping. I'm thinking eighth house, ninth house. Yeah, this is all about higher learning, expansion, beliefs, things of that nature. So it's a good time, and traveling. So it's a good time to really take action. You might want to get out there and go do something. Whether it's, like I said, through traveling, you might be reading a book. You might be just buying new gadgets and learning from them and how to work it, how to use it. You might dive into having a new belief system. You might be in this new version of you where you're like, I'm not the old person that I used to be. I'm someone new. I'm changing. I'm evolving. I'm growing. This is me. I'm not that. I don't do that anymore. So it's all about pushing you outside of your comfort zone, getting outside of your south node into your north node energy. So explore these new perspectives. Now, on the flip side of the ninth house, this is a Sag house, and Sag likes to feel free. So you kind of want to feel a little bit free. So be mindful of getting too emotionally attached to your opinions or your beliefs during this time. It's like, kind of be like a rubber band, like be open-minded, but not be naive and stupid, but just be, willing to listen. And you don't have to believe everything you hear, read, see, feel, but it's just, I would say, just keep it open. It's easy to get defensive as well when you have it in the ninth house. If someone challenges what you think or what you feel or what you've said. So, like I said, stay open minded and avoid unnecessary debates right now. Okay. Sag rising. Now, this is the house I was talking about, the eighth house. Intimate connections, self transformation. This is the eighth house energy I was referring to. I was just looking at it while I was talking about it because I have the charts here. So Mars for you, Sag rising, is going to activate something very deep. Okay. And it's going to be very transformative as well. This is the time to really dig deep into your intuitive side, I would say, and really engage in those intimate relationships and the way maybe that you're handling joint finances with anyone, like shared finances. It's also a powerful time to really dive deep into self, do things for you. How can you change? If you don't do anything different, everything's going to stay the same. If you want to see a difference or you want to make a change or there's something that's stagnant, you feel stuck, get out of that energy and take action, okay? So be careful with any emotional reactions during this time. Mars in the eighth house can really stir up some deep feelings, and you might be tempted to act out of fear. You might be tempted to act out of jealousy. So just be aware of that. And you may want to avoid any type of power struggles with any loved ones, okay? And don't push things too far or too fast, I would say. Capricorn rising. So if you're a Capricorn rising, this is going to be in your seventh house of partnerships, relationships, situationship, whatever ship you're sailing. Okay. So Mars is going to bring action to your relationships, period. Okay. Whether it's romantic, business partnership, like I said, whatever ship it is. So here's the deal. Now is the time for you, especially during Libra season. So it's going to be super highlighted for you to really step up and strengthen those bonds. What are some things that you may need to address in your connections right now that are important to you, that you care about, that you have love for? Okay, any lingering issues, you may need to nip those in a bud. Okay, you have to be proactive in making sure things are fair, things are balanced during Libra season while Mars is in Cancer. Okay, so watch out for any type of emotional tension that can really escalate into conflict. Okay, Now, if things get a little bit heated in your relationships, it doesn't help to use vices because things will blow up with Mars energy. So take a breather, step away, do whatever you need to do to get yourself together instead of making things worse, okay? Because Mars energy makes anybody feel defensive. It's just, it is what it is. So try and approach things with a calm tone. You know, check your body language, your tone, your delivery, things of that nature, instead of reacting in an emotional way. Okay. Aquarius rising. So this is going to be in your 6th house of work, health, acts of service. Okay. So this is a perfect time for you to put energy into your daily routine. What do your daily living activities look like right now? Okay. Can't focus on your health, right? Not eating out, maybe cooking in. Okay. Work habits. How are you at work? What are you doing? You know, just general self-care for you, I would say. That way you have energy for work and play, balancing that out, making sure you are working really hard, but you also have room to play. Okay. Don't overwork yourself, because then you won't have room to play, and you're going to be upset that you didn't put any time into self. Did my earring just fall out? I knew. I felt it. Where did it go, you guys? Oh, there it goes. I was like, I knew I felt it. I just didn't know where the hell it went. What else I was saying? Yeah, 6th house. So, you know, it's all about getting stuff done, staying disciplined. So really use this energy to fine tune your grind. Oh, be careful about burning out though. Like I said, you'll get so frustrated overworking. Like if you have multiple jobs, or if you're saying, oh yeah, you're doing overtime and work, and you're missing out, you're gonna have fear of FOMO and all of these things. And so just be aware of that when it's in your 6th house, because then there goes your health. Okay. So it'll make you feel so restless. So just really avoid pushing yourself too hard. Take care of your body, and do not neglect any type of rest when it's in your 6th house, because then this will cause ailments in your body. Okay. Pisces rising. 5th house. So, this is a house of romance, creativity. Okay. So Mars is going to light up the fun zone for you. I always call 5th house the fun house. Creative projects, hobbies. What are you doing right now? Are you in a romantic pursuit? It's a great time to really just follow your passion. What makes you happy? Okay. What do you love to do? Do it. And if you're dating, or whether it's you're working on something creative, you know, this energy is definitely going to give you a boost. Let's say before, oh, I didn't feel like dating. I'm just so tired of swiping right. It's like, it's going to like, you know what? I'm going to go on a date. Or you know what? I'm going to go on that trip. Or you know what? I'm going to start that project. I'm going to start that business. I'm going to do that. So that's what's going to make you feel on the 5th house. But really watch out for your emotions. Can really cloud your judgment in this house, especially when it comes to love or creativity. So you might be super sensitive in romantic situations, I would say, more so. But also too, maybe when you're working on something artistic, you might be a musician or a songwriter, and you might just be so passionate about this song, and you just, you know, you just can't like get it done. So avoid getting overly attached, I would say, or even reactive if things don't go as planned. Okay. So there you have it, you guys. Mars in Cancer during Libra season, it's just bringing that emotional fire to different parts of your life during this time, depending on your rising sign. Okay, so hopefully you know that. Just remember to really channel this energy in a way that's productive. Really avoid getting caught up in those Cancerian energies, okay, because it can feel like a lot. So I'm gonna give a quick little spiel. We're gonna do a collective spread really quick here, you guys. We're just gonna get some. Let's do this. Ooh, I do have a new deck. Let's see. What is calling? I have so many cards, you guys. I like need another one of these cases. This is what I need. I think this is the one. Yeah. Wanna feel it. Wanna feel it. Ooh. I do want to bring these cards out. For some reason. I think it's just that energy. Okay. Let's kind of see what the collective messages are, you guys. What is the collective message on Mars and Cancer? What is it wanting to know at this time? We need a message. If you're watching this video, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. What is the collective message? Whoa. Okay. So let's get started here. So I'm going to go in order the way that it fell out. Okay. So we do have here, a lot of you guys are going to be thinking about the steps that you're making. Clearly, literally what I just spoke about, Mars and Cancer. Mars kind of, like I said, marinates before they fully take that action step on what it is that they want to do. Like I said, Cancer is a feminine energy, Mars is a masculine planet. So kind of bringing these two together, it's going to make you think about certain things. Okay. You know, what are you doing up so late pulling and slinging car? So Mars is going to make you do that. Now, I feel as if many of you with the number 46 equaling 10 equaling 1, a lot of you guys are going to want to have a new beginning. You're going to want to start over. With this autumn equinox energy that's playing out, and we're in Libra season trying to balance the scales, it's going to make you feel like you just you press the reset button. You're going to want to definitely fucking reset right now, whatever it is. It could be resetting your thoughts on relationships, resetting your relationship. It could be, you know, putting the reset button on the environment that you're in. You may want to move, okay? It could be resetting your career right now. You're like, you know what? I don't even know what I want to do for my career right now. Like, what do I really want to do? Okay? It might make you feel like, what is it? What do you want the 9 to 5? Do you want to do the entrepreneur thing? Like, are you making plans to really get out of that grind so that you can have the time freedom and whatever? Like, what are you doing? You know, so it's going to make you look at certain aspects. It could be multiple, or it just could be one that's highlighting for you to have that new beginning. So tons of thinking before you make action. And you do have a woman holding a coin here. I feel as if here, since Cancer is such a loyal energy and is very dedicated, and having Mars in Cancer, like I said, if you're super passionate about something, a person, place, or thing, or you really care about a person, place, or thing, that's when you're going to move and take action steps. So with this woman holding a coin here, 42 equaling the number of 6, you're going to want to make sure there's equal give and take. Okay. Many of you guys aren't going to move. If you see somebody that ain't moving the same way you is, no, you're not going to tip the scales. No, you're definitely going to take action on those that have shown you, okay, they are loyal, or they are supportive, or okay, they do, you know, say what it is that they want to do. They follow through. So I'm going to follow through. So it's that equal give and take. Okay. That's the only way you're going to move forward. So investing, women holding a coin can mean, this could be you thinking of maybe investing in a person, place, or thing. Should I invest my time and energy into this relationship? Should I invest my time and energy into this new business? Should I invest my time and energy into this, you know, whatever it is that you have going on, just to give you some examples. Also too, like, you know, it doesn't physically have to mean be dishing out money, like thinking of what you're going to spend, being frugal, but it can be. But remember, we're talking about Mars here, so, and taking action. So I feel as if here, it's kind of that thing, it's like you're picking and choosing, you know, Does this person always hit you up, or they only hit you up when they need money? What are you going to do? I'm pretty sure we all know that answer, right? So we do also have the envy card that came out here. Now, with that number 2, you know, here goes the emotions playing out. Okay, so being emotional, Mars and Cancer, like I said, all a lot. Any house that could be playing in, houses 1 through 12, there could be some emotional standpoint within that because it's the Cancer energy. You may be acting out of emotion. So people can, you know, you could be looking at life right now. There could be a certain part of life where you're living in the shadows right now, and you could be looking outward like, dang, I really feel like I could do this, or I feel as if, you know, feelings could play a huge role. You may not realize it until I'm announcing it to you right now. This is how everyone's probably pretty much moving right now. How do I feel right now? And that's what's going to make you move. Oh, excuse me. That's what's going to make you make the moves. It's going to make it come out, period. That's just how it rolls. Okay, that's how the cookie crumbles. So that, like I said, that envy, that jealousy, that could also be playing a huge role, whether this is like, you know, taking action on new connections, new business partnerships, you know, you got that person, how's that little business? My little business. Like, you know what I mean? It's gonna be that stuff going on, you know. Family members, they're just haters, you know, friends. Um, you can really see people like maybe wanting the lifestyle that you want, or maybe they see you in a different light than you see yourself, and they have you up here when you really actually feel down here, or vice versa. You know what I'm saying? So jealousy and envy can definitely play a role when it comes to Mars energy, period. Okay. So I would say this can also be you just in the shadows, really thinking about, like, don't think too long and hard about something. Take a risk. Okay. Mars and Cancer will kind of leave you, what's the word I'm looking for? Kind of like punk status. Like, you know, like a simp. Like just, oh yeah, that passive aggressive energy. No, figure out what you want. Don't ponder too hard about it. Just think about it, strategize about it, make a plan, and just put one foot in front of the other and go. Okay, green light, go. Like if you sit there for too long, then you're going to start comparing yourself. You're going to start being envious, jealous of other people, looking at their lives on social media when it's all glamorified and fake and phony anyways. You know, a lot of people just show only the good. They don't be coming out, you know, in a face mask with a t-shirt and no makeup. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to really look at yourself and really focus on your goals, what you want to do, and make what makes you feel good, what makes you feel so good inside to take steps forward. Yes, it's cool to get opinions and things of that nature, but don't ponder too long, or don't let anyone try and narrate your movie, because you're the main character. You have to remember that, okay? And also, you can't compare your journey with someone else's. Everybody's on their own chapter, their own page, in their own book, period. Everyone's going to go through something differently. Even though 2 people can do the same thing at the same time, the other person may have more skill sets or more experience. The other person may not. So you don't know what the hell they went through to get to where they're at. So never wish to be like somebody else, or never wish for what they have, because when you do that, you don't know what the hell they went through to get to wherever the hell they're at now. They just ain't saying it. Okay. So we do also have community card number 7. We've got that spiritual number here tapping in as well. Ooh, I'm gonna take those off. I don't like wearing them right now. So community, okay, coming together. Mars is a planet of action, so if you can really come together, you know, I feel like a lot of people are bargaining now. They're like, hey, I do this service, you do that service, we can kind of just do a little trade-off, you know what I mean? The bartering system is working right now with what's going on in the world. Coming together, just helping one another is just the name of the game. We need more people uniting more than dividing. And I feel like we've all been divided since we had a race, a gender, a religion. Like, they've been dividing us since the gate, right? And now with all this stuff playing out, and then now you have where we're at right now what's on the news and all these things. So many distractions are playing out. So if you can come together, which I feel like a lot of you are, with that number 7 is a very masculine energy. It's like take action while looking good and feeling good while doing it. It's Mars in Cancer, period. Okay. So let's see here. I feel like pulling up some money cards. Let's pull up some shmoney. How's your shmoney gonna look? What are you doing up late is the question. Okay. What's the collecting below for Mars and Cancer? Let's see what popped out the bubble as far as our finances. Ooh, we have treasure. Gemini, no sleep club. Worry-free finances. We love that. Okay, with treasure coming out. Some of you guys have money in the reserve. Some of you guys have a lot of excess money coming in for you, or you have it right now. I feel as a career type, when treasure comes out, you could be some type of executive. You could be you know, in sales. You could be planning something, a planner, wedding planner. You could have some hidden talent. So treasure, really think of, a lot of times we don't sit there. Grab a book. Your assignment is to grab a book. If this card is hitting you, grab a book, write down what are the skill sets you already have within you. Like, you know how people are just born to sing. They just got that voice. They're like 8 years old and they're just like, ah! You know what I mean? Like, what's something that you were born with? What are your gifts, talents, and skills? Write those all down. I bet you at least 2 of those you can monetize right now with like no money down, period. You can just start doing it and just go after it and go, period. Okay. We do also have moon here, okay? Some of you guys could have some fleeting funds. You could have some unknown money coming out of nowhere from an unknown source, okay? Just like, oh, you got a check in the mail, boom. Or, you know, somebody gave you a fat tip. Like, what? You know what I mean? You could feel like you're being guided during this time, okay? Any type of careers would be like moonlighting or odd jobs, like night shifts, side hustles, you know, DoorDash, whatever, something part-timey with the moon card here. We do also have turtles. Some of you guys might have some money coming in a little bit slow. Okay, Mars is in Cancer. Like I said, it's Mars is a masculine planet, and having it in a feminine energy right now, it's kind of like it's that teeter-totter. And it's, you know that saying, you can't mix emotions, you know, with business, or it just doesn't mix. Okay, so leave your emotions at the door, because with this turtle here, it's like you're making steady progress, but the money could be coming in very slow for some. Okay, some of you guys, because you could be moving to another job for work. You know, it could be something that's long term that's coming in that's good for you, just starting off very slow. Hi, new visitor. May I comment opinion about the center oneself by figuring out one's own wants? Huh? Once one finds oneself, one must go to others to compare the pros and cons, and go outside of themselves to get more than what is already in them. Yeah, that's, like, I always say that to you guys. Write down pros and cons, write down everything. I have so many journals, so many notebooks. I always tell you guys, write things out so you can see it. It's something about putting the pen to the pad for your brain and seeing it, writing it down, especially in red pen. If you want it to materialize, write it in red. But writing things down is definitely key. You know, you can always have your own opinion in your own perspective, but it's always good to hear other people's perspective. And that's why I always tell you guys to keep an open mind, right? We just have light bulb here, okay? Light bulb, you guys could have many ideas that are popping off, okay? Because it's in Libra season. Libra's ruled by Venus, love and money. So there could be many ideas coming in, some new income sources. You could be saturated with so many ideas, or you can be inspired in so many ways. Okay, so this is giving entrepreneur all the way. This could be giving new job. This could be giving you just being creative, period. We do have eggs as well. Now, it's not the don't put your eggs all in one basket. What it's really saying here is it's like you do put a little bit of eggs in one basket and you still got a little bit of eggs here. Some of you guys could be starting over. Okay, you could be starting fresh. You could be like, you know what? All right, I'm gonna pick up that thing that I stopped doing. I'm gonna start doing it. And I'm gonna go hard. It's kind of that energy. Okay, some of you guys could be saving up. You could be looking at all of your resources on what you have now instead of looking at what you don't have. Okay, so that's that little nest egg energy. So this could be also too, maybe you're nesting in something. Like you could be going to school to be in the healthcare field. Some of you guys might want to be a nurse or a phlebotomist, or you know, whatever. You could be just going to school for something to become something later. Okay, and to see new opportunities float in. Insurance, eggs, insurance. That's a thing. I do insurance. So we also have book here. Okay. So I feel as if here studying. I literally just said that and it comes out. Like I said, studying, there could be some type of paperwork. Some of you guys could be signing, taking action on new lease agreements, just also new hire packet, orientation, studying, contracts, you know, learning as you go kind of a vibe is what the book deal is. Some of you guys are just like diving in and doing something. You're making the mistakes, you're owning them, and you're just going to keep going. And you're just like, you're trying to master something right now. You guys could be mastering something at this time. You could be writing a book, you know, literally. You could be an author. You could be, like I said, taking a class. Education really is what's coming in. This could be something with law as well. Okay. So let's kind of pull in, we're going to do, what time is it? We're going to do one last, you know me, I just love to pull cards. Something told me just to pull this one. But what's the tea? Since the emotions want to come out. So we're going to do what's the tea deck. To get the life they want, they need advice from others successful in that kind of life. Right. So it's kind of like saying if you're hanging out with 7 millionaires, you're going to be the 8th millionaire. If you're hanging out with 6 broke people, you're going to be the 7th broke person. And also, make sure you're not the smartest in your circle. That's what I like to say. So, yeah. So, let's go ahead and pull from our What's the Tea deck. This will definitely give you the tea. What is the tea that we need? Mars and Cancer for the collective. How am I going to read these? So these are some cool oracles. All right. So things to be aware of during Mars season. Like I said, you know how I was telling you what to watch out for. So pretty much what to watch out for. We do have marrying for money. Okay. So be aware of that energy. Like I said, Mars being in Cancer, you can act out of emotion. So some people are in this teeter-totter energy, and we're all in Libra season trying to figure out how do we balance the scales. How are you feeling is how you're going to react and respond right now when Mars is in Cancer. So marrying for money energy. I mean, you know, that might be a theme for some. So be aware of that energy. Hopefully that's not you doing that to somebody. But some people are a little bit desperate in these times, you know. We do have hooked, okay? Mars can bring out lots of passion, Okay, lots of emotion and passion, what you love, what you care about, the loyalty factor. So you could be hooked on a person, place, or thing right now. And this is what's keeping you to take action during this time. So really just watch out, have a balance, and making sure you're not walking around with rose-colored glasses. You're not utilizing any of that Neptunian energy that's playing out as well, okay? We just have car list came out as well. Some of you guys might not have a car. You know, be careful of trying not to get your car repoed. Pay your bills, okay? May have car issues. It's Mars, okay? You know, and we're in retrograde. We also have clout hungry came out as well. So this is like someone that can come in and just says anything, you know, does anything, makes shit up, kind of a vibe, very dramatic. So just be careful to watch out for these things that could be playing out with this Mars and Cancer energy. You guys, like I said, it can get real emotional and people can react like that. All right. Clout hungry is like, if you don't know what that means, it's like someone just, like I said, just trying to chase something that's already done. There's two ways to think about this. Yes, there's 50 million different bread companies, but you see that clearly all these people can make bread, all these different brands of water are out. Why can't you create your own bottle of water? Why can't you create your own bread? Yes, you can do it. Go ahead and do it. If it worked, do it. It's all about branding and marketing, okay? Clout hungry is kind of like, and you know, you're not doing it your own way, right? You're doing it your own way on the other side. This way is like literally cloning, someone and not having any creative juices whatsoever, and you're just stealing like someone's ideas, every action they take, everything they wear, everything they say, literally cloning, copywriting, and just, you know, getting all their followers, whatever, like just so thirsty. Like this is like desperate. So watch out for that energy. And like I said, Mars can bring some drama. And don't forget, Venus is in Scorpio, so extra drama there. We also have cock blocking, so be aware of the cock blocking notion. Like I said, with this Mars and Cancer energy, Cancers are very loyal, very protective, and a lot of people like to protect what they love, what they like, what they care about, what they're into. So during this time, you might even not notice, you might be cock blocking your friend, you know, like, I don't think he's right for you, girl. Or you can be looking at your, you know, your homeboy and be like, yo, I don't know about that one. And then you can be like side-eyeing, like, so what's up? We'll go hang out. I'm telling you, it can be that energy. I'm just keeping it real. Because we do have the player card that came out as well. You know, Mars and Cancer, you know, with having Libra season, you got that smooth talk with the Libra energy playing out and all the aesthetics and looking good, and then coming through, you know, with the Mars and Cancer, just smooth as butter, like, yeah, it could be that energy. So just some fun cards to pull out for you guys, nothing crazy. Somebody just told me that somebody needed a message in that. Okay, so you guys, that is your spread. How do you dumb yourself down? Do I need to find new friends? Mars in my first house so long kind of scared me. Ooh, I went over that. If Mars is in your first house, so you must be a Cancer rising. Dumb yourself down. You really don't want to dumb yourself down. Like if you feel like you have to dumb yourself down, it should only be maybe if you work with people and you're just trying to keep the peace while we're in Libra season. You're trying to be, you know, have everything copacetic. But you shouldn't have to dumb yourself down to do anything. Do you need new friends? I don't know. It's totally up to you. If you feel as if you are the smartest person in your circle and you're not learning from them, they could be holding you back. They could be keeping you back from growing, evolving, moving up in the world. You know, because let's say all of your friends, they're just so happy being where they're at. You know, they got their 9 to 5, they're good. They got their paycheck, working paycheck to paycheck, getting whatever, EBT, all the things, and they're just good. And you over here want to be an entrepreneur. You guys are going to have totally different mindsets. So it's just not going to work for you. They're going to try and keep pulling you back down to a place you don't want to be because you want to elevate. So then that's when you could be the smartest person in the room. And then that's when you may have to separate your energy from that so that you can elevate. And then when you get to the top, then it's always good to come back and be humble and go visit where you were at. You know, go visit your old friends or old people, whatever it is, if you want to do so. And try and bring them up and say, hey, look, this is where I'm at. What's up? Come on, join the squad, join the team. Da, 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 da. This is what worked for me. You know, it happens all the time. But Mars in your first house is really, those are those personal goals that you have to think about. What do you want to do? Period. So anyways, all right, y'all. I'm going to go. It's late. I'm tired. I need to get to sleep so that I can do this all over again tomorrow. I'm so excited. I put out a lot of energy today. Thank you so much for staying tuned in, tapped and turned on. Don't forget to watch my other video that I dropped, Libra season. I went through all the rising signs as well. I went deep over there, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.